but I'm going to sit for the night. I'll try something new. So I'm just going to get right into it and play a couple songs. See if we have this. How's that, Johnny?
How do you feel?
It sounds good to me. All right, good. So I'm going to get right into it. This first song is this song is sung by Tom Russell. It's called Blue Wing. He's got a blue wing tattooed on his shoulder. Well, it might just be a bluebird, I don't know. But he gets stone drunk talking about Alaska, salmon boats and 45 below. Said he got that blue wing up in Walla Walla, where his cellmate there was little Willie John. Willie, he was once a great blues singer. Wingin' Willie wrote him up this song. Said it's dark in here, can't see the sky, but I look at this blue wing and I close my eyes and I fly away beyond these walls, up above the clouds, where the rain don't fall on a poor man's dreams. They paroled Blue Wing in August 1963, and he went on picking apples near the town of Wenatchee. Winter finally caught him in a rundown trailer park on the south side of Seattle, where the days grow gray and dark. And he drank and he dreamt a vision when the salmon still ran free, and his father's fathers crossed that wild old Bering Sea, and the land belonged to everyone. There's still old songs to sing. Now it's narrowed down to a cheap hotel and a tattooed prison wing. Said it's dark in here, can't see the sky, but I look at this blue wing and I close my eyes and I fly away beyond these walls and up above the clouds, where the rain don't fall on a poor man's dreams. Well, he drank his way to LA, and that's where he died. But no one knew his Christian name, and there was no one there to cry. But I dreamt there was a service, a preacher in an old pine box. Halfway through the sermon, Blue Wing began to talk. Said it's dark in here, can't see the sky, but I look at this blue wing and I close my eyes and I fly away beyond these walls, up above the clouds, where the rain don't fall on a poor man's dreams.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, this is really a great audience. It's really fun, kind of. So this next song we've been playing quite a bit lately. I'm sure you'll recognize it because it's sung by Jerry Jeff Walker. And what I really like about this song is it's more or less a true story about this guy that he met down in a jail cell in New Orleans. So the song's called Mr. Bojangles, and so last week I was subbing for Nancy at an open mic, and I played the song there. And after I finished, one of the guys in the audience, he came up to me. He said that he noticed that I do the song in 2/4 time, and I instantly knew that this guy knew more about music than I did. And he went on to say that 2/4 time is used in marches. And so, not knowing anything about it, I decided to go to the internet and look it up. And on Wikipedia, I noticed that I did find 2/4 time. and it's also associated with marches and polkas.
You ask him to march?
So Jerry Jeff Walker, as I know, he's from Texas. So I like to think of the song as a Texas polka. I knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you in worn-out shoes, silver hair, a ragged shirt, and baggy pants. He did the old soft shoe. He jumped so high, he jumped so high. They lightly touched down. I met him in a cell in New Orleans. I was down and out. He looked to me to be the eyes of age as he spoke right out. He talked of life, he talked of life, laughed and slapped his leg in step, said his name Bojangles, and he danced a lick across the cell. He grabbed his pants for a better stance, so he jumped so high. He clicked to his heels. He let go a laugh, he let go a laugh. Shook back his clothes all around. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. He danced for those at minstrel shows and county fairs throughout the South. He spoke with tears of 15 years I was dogging him. Traveled about. The dog up and died, he up and died. After 20 years he still grieved. He said, I dance now at every chance in honky-tonks for drinks and tips. But most of my time I spend behind these county bars, 'cause I drinks a bit. He shook back his head, he shook back his head. And as he did, I heard someone ask him, please. Please, Mr. Bojangles, please, Mr. Bojangles, please, Mr. Bojangles, dance. Thank you. All right, I got two more songs for you. This next one is, I consider it to be a somewhat of a seasonal song. It's by Bill Morrissey. I usually don't play it. I mostly play it during this winter season, but in the first line of the song, it does mention winter. And since we are in winters, the town, I feel I can play this year round.
Not too much, Stan.
This is one of my favorite songs, actually. It tells a story about two people who they're discussing what type of wood they want to put on the fireplace to keep the house warm. And then part of it's conversation, part of it's narration. They sat at each end of the couch, watched as the fire burned down so quiet. On this winter night, not a house light on for miles around. And then he said, I think I'll fill the stove. It's getting time for bed. She looked up, I think I'll have some wine. How about you, she asked, but he declined. Warren, she said, maybe just for tonight. Let's fill the stove with birches, watch as the fire burns bright. How long has it been? I know it's quite a while. Pour yourself a half a glass and stay with me a little while. Oh, Warren shook his head as if she made some kind of joke. Birches on a winter night, no, fill the stove with oak. Oak will burn long and hot like a July afternoon. Birch will burn itself out by the rising of the moon. And you hate a cold house same as me, am I right or not? All right, that's true, she said. It was just a thought. She said, Warren, you do look tired. Maybe you should go up to bed. I'll take care of the wood tonight. Oak, he told her. Oak, she said. She listened to his footsteps as he climbed up the stairs. She pulled her sweater on, set her wine glass on the chair. She walked down to the cellar wood box. It was cold as an ice chest. Then she climbed back up with 4 logs, each as white as a wedding dress. And she filled the stove and she poured some wine. She sat down on the floor. She curled her legs beneath her as the fire sprang to life once more. And it filled the room with its hungry light, and it cracked as it drew air, and the shadows danced a jittery waltz as if no one else was there. She stood up in the heat, she twirled around the room, and the shadows, they saw nothing but a young girl on a honeymoon. But she knew the time it would be short, soon the fire would start to fade. She thought of heat, she thought of time, she called it an even trade. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. I guess I have one more song. Nancy, she's been really busy with all the things she's got. She's got a lot of things going, and I just have to say to you, Nancy,
My favorite song.
People are crazy, you know.
Yeah.
Here is good.
That's right.
People are crazy.
yeah, I know. I'm gonna play the song. I can't even remember it. Nancy,
Nancy goes, hey,
I know. Nancy, always trust your cape. It took me all that to get it out. I'm sorry about that. He's 8 years old with a flour sack cape tied around his neck. He climbed up on the garage and he figured, what the heck? He wound his courage up so tight that the whole thing came unwound. He took a running start, bless his heart, he headed for the ground. But he's one of those who knows life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. Now he's all grown up with a flour sack cape tied around his dreams. He's full of piss and vinegar, he's busting at the seams. He licked his finger to check the wind, he said it's gonna be do or die. He wasn't scared of nothing, he's pretty sure he could fly. Well, he's one of those who knows life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. Now he's old and gray with a flour sack cape tied around his head. He's still jumping off the garage and he will be till he's dead. All these years the people said he's acting like a kid. He did not know he could not fly, so he did. Well, he's one of those who knows life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. Well, he's one of those who knows life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. Thank you very much.